Hello and welcome back to On the Break. Yes, this is not an old video you're watching. I'm here with Joel. This is the first
I
time in
know
a
it's
long
been
time. This one's for the fans,
nuts.
man. This one's for the fans that want this. Joel, how you been, man? It's been quite some time.
It's been all right, like I said, like for those of you that wonder,
Yes.
I work now, I have
Yes.
a job. There might be times where like I might not be able to come on here as much as I would like to,
Yes.
but I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm here now.
Here he
I'm here
is.
when I can be, and yeah, we have a week 9 recap
Yeah, we
to
do.
go to. Uh,
Yeah. I will
a,
say,
a
Joel,
lot
it's
of
been weird. It's been weird though, because like
a lot of
you
weird
work.
games,
Yeah,
a
you
lot of
yeah.
weird situations going on.
Weird situations is you work, and the only day that you can work, I can't. I can't do this. So it's a
Yeah,
fun time. It's a
it's
fun time.
very rare that we ever get to interact
Yes, but
ever.
here we are. We're back. This is why we have so many people on the show. Anyway,
Yeah,
so the Patriots and the Jets, my guy. That was the okay. We're gonna have a moment of honesty with you people.
I'm shocked they even scored a touchdown.
We are shocked to even score this. I barely watched the game. I mean, I went into this. I said I would rather do something else with my time than subject myself to these two teams playing NFL football. But then I saw the Jets were winning like 20-10. I turned the game back on at like halftime, I will say. But my attention was not on that thing. I was on my phone quite a bit. So, Joel, I mean, it's a 30-27 game. The Jets absolutely blew it. What else is new? What do you make of this game? I really I have a grievance to say.
Th-
Um
this this is what I'm trying to say. Like,
yeah.
does this just mean that the Jets have some juice in them that we haven't seen before, or are the Patriots just this bad?
I think it's a little bit of both because I mean, okay, this is Joe
I don't.
Flacco. We're talking. Is Joe Flacco
Okay,
elite?
I don't think Joe Flacco is elite. I
What
think
year
he
am I
gets.
in?
I Joe Flacco doesn't get a lot of credit, the
He
credit that
never
he
did.
deserves.
He never
He
did.
never did. He never did. And last night he absolutely balled out. I mean, oh my God, like it
That
was
dime to Brashad Perryman. Oh my
no
God.
the one I'm talking, Jamison Crowder,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
one where
That one
he,
too.
I saw that, I was like, oh,
I was like,
let me see, 18 for 25, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception.
yeah. I was like, are my colors swapped? Am I in the wrong
I
year?
was I
It
was
should be.
so confused
Oh my
of
God.
what was going on. Like the entire game, like okay, like you, I didn't watch the game. I figured it's gonna be a blowout. It's gonna be a
Yeah.
boring game. I'm not gonna watch this. And then literally I see, yeah, I saw the same thing. It was like Jets were winning like 20 to like yeah, it was like 10 or something like that. And I was
20 to
just
10
like,
at halftime.
and then they scored like 17 points in the second quarter. I was like, what's going on right now?
Yeah, this
What is
was
it? And
like
then
in terms of football, it was a good game, but
sure, yeah.
well, I mean, like the scoring back and forth, mathematically it was a good game, but
Uh-huh.
football wise, like how they actually played the game, this was why does this exist? Why was this prime time? Just
I don't
why,
know.
man.
I
I
honestly
also
don't know.
I have something to say.
Go ahead.
Cam Newton, I love you. I love Cam Newton, but I hate you today. I hate you today because my fantasy team lost by 2 because of Cam Newton. I just want to say I was up, and then Cam Newton decided to ball out, and I lost. So, but anyway, Cam Newton, you did win the game. I do like Cam Newton a lot, but I mean, he looked
I'm
okay from what I saw.
He's okay. Okay, like in the beginning of the year, people were very overhyped on this man, saying he's an MVP candidate
Yeah, I
just
was
from the
never on
first
that
2 weeks.
bandwagon.
I was never on that bandwagon. I literally saw. I was like, trust me, if I know Cam Newton, this is gonna end within 2 weeks,
Yeah,
and it did. Now what? What? Like
3 and
they've
5,
won
man.
3 games now. Yeah,
3
they
and
won
5.
three
Everybody
games
was
now, and
saying,
I'm like,
"Oh, 11 and 5 Patriots with Cam Newton. Cam Newton wins MVP." Okay, I mean, if Cam Newton goes undefeated, sure, he's gonna go 11 and 5, but I doubt it. You know,
I doubt it.
um,
I absolutely doubt it.
very bad football, man.
Now, when I look at the Jets here, okay,
Yep.
I look at how this came about, how the game was so close. People were talking about Adam Gase. People were
Yes.
talking about the play calling. People were talking about Joe Flacco. People were talking about the running game. Did they really need Le'Veon Bell or not? Or did they even need Sam Darnold? Did this just prove even more that they should draft Trevor Lawrence? I'm looking at the Jets right now, and I'm saying to myself, you know what? Like, I honestly feel what every other Jets fan is feeling. I'm not a Jets fan. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
if you just get a brand new head coach, like they have been asking for like the better part of a year now.
Yeah.
I can already think about a suitable replacement, and I want to transition into this other game.
Yeah.
The LA Chargers with the Las Vegas Raiders.
Good job.
This is a prediction. I think by the end of the year, Anthony Lynn is going to lose his job.
Really, we talked about this last episode. Actually, me and Mike.
I talked about this with Mike. I said, I think Anthony Lynn is a good coach. I do think he is.
Right.
Do I think he's a good coach with the Chargers? No, I do not.
Okay.
I think Anthony Lynn is one of those rebuilding coaches. He likes making something out of nothing.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I think the Jets would come in. That's where I think Anthony Lynn and the Jets, that would be a pretty good fit to me. I believe it would be. I believe that he could advance that defense. I think he would be good for, soon to be Trevor Lawrence if he does end up going there.
Yeah.
Now, you look at this Chargers team. They lost to the Raiders 31-26. This is, oh my God, like the fifth game that they lost by one score.
Oh my God, it's bad.
You look at the Chargers, literally.
They're the Falcons of the AFC.
They should be 7-1.
Yeah.
They should be 7-1 right now. But
it was the same story last year. Really. If you flipped one possession games, the Chargers are one of the best teams in the AFC, and the Seahawks are like 4-12.
I swear, this team, like, I don't understand how you can keep this job after this year when you have Justin Herbert, who is balling out way more than anyone thought he was going to.
Yeah.
And everybody was saying, I know everybody was saying before Justin Herbert even went to the Chargers, they were saying, if the Chargers get Tua, they're going to the playoffs. And the reason was because they said this team is ready to win. They just need a quarterback. Now they have a quarterback. So what's going on? Why aren't you winning? Why can't you win? That's all it comes down to. Yeah. You're not winning.
I mean, you got to look at the Chargers' last few games, right? It's a lot of blown leads. They have given up 30 points in almost every game that they've played in so far. In the past, what's this? 1, 2, 3, almost 3, 29 points to Jacksonville, and 31 to the Broncos, 31 to the Raiders. This defense is bad. It's just flat out bad, right? This Chargers offense is putting up 30 points a game. They're giving up 30 points a game. This defense needs to be fixed.
And another thing, like, I understand.
And then they traded Desmond King.
I understand that Derwin James got hurt.
Yeah.
So I get that. I understand, like, okay, maybe you didn't have your weapons. But like you state, why would you trade Desmond King?
Yeah. I think it was because he wasn't going to resign. I think that was the problem. He wasn't going to resign. But you get a 6th-round pick out of this guy? I am a huge Desmond King guy. He is great. And,
I think he's
if he comes, I think
he's honestly a top 20 DB.
Yeah.
Top 20.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
Top 15 maybe.
And now he's in Tennessee. I mean, Jesus, this team, it's has some Jets ineptness to it. But knowing that your guy isn't going to want to sign back, okay, you trade him. But if you knew that, why did you not trade him in the offseason prior where you could have gotten more?
You could have. There's a lot you could have said for that because, like you said, once Derwin James got hurt, it was kind of like, okay, we're going to try to see this Tyrod Taylor, situation. And that's another thing. I don't know why he was starting. I honestly don't know why.
Oh, usually this is actually how you should do quarterbacks. You should let them sit for a bit. But it was kind of like Baker Mayfield in Cleveland. They had Tyrod Taylor.
It wasn't the fact that he was start. It was the fact that the way they were saying how he was the starter was like they were saying, "Oh, Justin Herbert is not better than Tyrod Taylor." That's the way they were putting it, which I didn't like.
Yeah,
I was like, why are you making it sound like, oh yeah, obviously Taraz's the starter. This man's great. Like, okay, no, he's not. He's average. He's okay.
Yeah.
He's okay to mediocre. Like, are you kidding me? Like, why are you lying? Just say it's because you want the experience. You didn't
Yeah.
have to say
Like,
that.
that's fair.
You make and just looking at this Chargers team, I'm thinking to myself, like, if they just had a new coach, if they just had a coach, a playoff type of coach, or maybe a college football coach, I don't know who that could be.
Yeah.
But I think Anthony Lynn kind of did his job there, which was to advance the younger players into, guys like Joshua Kelly, who
Yeah.
I never even heard of, like, who's been balling out since Austin Eckler has been hurt.
Yeah.
Like, he's good at that, but it's just certain play calls that he does that, mind boggles you. And if you think I'm wrong, they're 2-6.
Yeah. They're
They should be
losing.
They're losing. They're not winning games. So no, I honestly feel like Anthony Lynn to the Jets, like, obviously, come on. The Jets are going to be looking for a new head coach this year. And if
Yes.
not, then they're going to fire the GM as well.
If the Jets aren't looking for a new head coach, that franchise is doomed.
I do think Anthony Lynn would be a good fit for the Jets, though.
I am a huge Anthony Lynn fan. If the people back home go back and watch the other video with Mike, I said that Anthony Lynn should not be fired this year. I said give him another run. We both agreed to that, right? Because, I mean, you have to look. This is a rookie quarterback. It's hard to have a rookie quarterback and then change his head coach the next year when he's balling out. That's kind of the dilemma that you have if you're a Charger. If you're
saying that this would affect Justin Herbert in the long term.
Maybe more in the short term. It depends.
Short term,
if it's I mean, if you get Eric Bieniemy, go for it. If you get Eric Bieniemy in LA, I would love that so much. I think Eric Bieniemy is going to be
a head coach.
He should have been a head coach last year. He should have been a head coach the year
before. He should have been
before.
head coach last year.
Right. I don't know if he's going the Josh McDaniels route of trying to become New England's next head coach or whatever, or the like kind of growing under Belichick there, but trying to take over Andy Reid when he retires. That's fair. But if Eric Bieniemy wants a head coaching job, I think every team in the NFL should want him. I mean, what he's done with Patrick Mahomes is ridiculous. And Eric Bieniemy with Justin Herbert would become an elite quarterback overnight in that offense. He's on the way to becoming that. Exactly. I love that team a lot. I love that idea. And then you have a good defensive coordinator, who remembers Gus Bradley, man? Come on now. But but this defense needs work. It's what they should focus on in the draft, to me. Mm-hmm. But, unless you got anything else to add about this point that you made that I like. What do you
got? Not much. I want to move into another game.
Yeah.
That I believe, we're within the area. I'm sure a lot of Giants fans would like us to talk about this past win.
Oh, we always talk about it anyway.
Yeah. The Giants beat the Washington football team 23-20. It was a fluke. I'm telling you right now, this should not have happened. I did not want this to happen.
3 interceptions for Alex Smith.
Alex Smith, you should have retired when you broke your leg. I'm sorry, but you should have retired.
Wow.
I understand that you love football, but come on, man.
Hey, 325 yards, a touchdown, 24 for 32. I mean, 3 of those completions were interceptions.
That touchdown was because of Terry. Do not put that on Alex. That touchdown was because of Terry. That was all Terry. Believe me right there.
Well, if everybody loves their stats when they evaluate quarterbacks, so,
No. Okay. Well, I'm not here to flame Alex Smith. I do like the guy, but I don't feel like he should be playing. Daniel Jones. This is what I want to talk about.
Danny Dimes,
my God. So, one thing I will say about Daniel Jones, he didn't turn over the ball.
Is this the first time in
This is the second time.
The second time.
This is the second time since his debut against the Buccaneers last year. This is the second game. This is the second game only that he's ever not turned the ball over.
I knew this, but hearing it is just weird. So in 2 seasons, he's turned the ball over in every game except for 2.
It's like 44 times, 43 times that he's turned the ball over in 18 games? No, it has to be 20-something. But No, okay. Daniel Jones.
Oh
Do
my
I
God.
think he can improve? Yes.
Okay,
Do I think
there it
he's the
is.
right guy for the Giants? Absolutely not. I
Who
don't
is?
think he's the right. I don't think he is. I don't think he is the right fit for the Giants.
Okay,
Now, will the Giants draft a new quarterback? Absolutely not, because Dave Gettleman is the GM. That is why. That's
right.
why I can't be so easy to give up on this man. None of us, the Giants fans, should be easy to give up on Daniel Jones because let's face it, they're not going to replace him. They're just not.
Not
They're
even
not
with
going
Justin
to.
Fields.
No, they're not. Justin Fields, he's going to be a Jacksonville Jaguar by the time we're saying this. I'm telling you right now,
All
he's
right,
not.
fair.
I think he's going to be He's going to be a Jaguar. When I look at Daniel Jones, the only positive thing I could say about him is his running ability is okay. You saw that stat a few weeks ago. They said technically he went faster than Lamar Jackson when
Oh
he
yeah.
stumbled.
Oh my God.
That was hilarious. That was
Uh,
hilarious to watch.
Daniel
But
Jones,
here's what I'll
sneakily
say.
fast.
If the Giants could manage to get this guy, and here's another thing. I don't want to hear a thing about, oh, he needs an offensive line. The offensive line played great has been playing great recently. And
Yeah.
that's with let's face it, Andrew Thomas is a bust.
Yes, he's a bust.
With a bust of Andrew Thomas, the guy they drafted in the third round, Matt Pert, has been playing better than he is.
Bad.
That's why I'm like, listen, I feel like the offensive line has been holding its own lately.
Yeah.
Andrew Thomas, even though he sucks right now, he could probably still improve. It's easy for offensive linemen to improve. We saw that with Will Hernandez.
Mm-hmm.
He's been playing pretty well recently. I think he's due to an extension with the Giants, honestly.
Yes. Yes.
But like looking at this team, I don't think you can keep blaming the offensive line because the offensive line has been playing pretty well under Joe Judge. Joe Judge is a good coach despite the record.
I like him a lot. I still do.
I like him. I'm gonna be honest. I wanted Eric Bieniemy. I wanted Eric Bieniemy as the Giants head coach, but I didn't think the fit would work
Right.
because you would need a quarterback for that, and Daniel Jones is not that type of quarterback. He's
Yeah.
not that type of. He's not Mahomes. He's not Deshaun
Not an
Watson.
air it
He's
out
not Justin
QB.
Herbert. He's not an Aaron. Exactly. He's not.
Also,
That.
question:
Yeah,
did you know who Austin Mack was before this game?
Absolutely not. I didn't know who he was. I didn't. I saw 81. I had no clue who that guy was.
It's your leading receiver.
That pass to I want to get this right. It was a 50-yard pass to Austin Mack. That was Daniel Jones' longest pass of his career.
It's so sad.
Yeah, I'm almost 99% sure it was his career.
I would
that
not
was
be
his longest
surprised.
pass.
It is short,
And
very short career.
granted, they don't have Saquon. I get
Right.
it. And then all of a sudden, when they lost Saquon, the offensive line started playing a lot better.
Yeah.
The defense is underrated. The defense has actually been playing fairly decent. They're like
We talked about
top
that in the
15.
offseason.
Yeah, we did talk about it. We said,
We
this
liked it.
Giants defense has a lot of good pieces.
Yeah, and it's showing.
And it is, yeah. Leonard Williams is playing tremendously well for the Giants, better than he was last year.
Yeah.
And it's like, you look towards the draft and you say, okay, the Giants are guaranteed to get top 5 pick. I think they'll get a top 5 pick in this draft.
Should get one.
They should be. They're on pace to do that.
Unless if they win the division.
Don't even get me started on the NFC. It's a terrible division. But
Oh my God. Mike is so
Do they
lucky the
go-
Eagles did not play this week, man.
do the Giants go offensive line? No. I don't think they
Okay.
do because, like I said, I think the offensive lineman is improving.
There's a great left
Do
tackle
they go-
coming out of Texas, though.
Penny Sewell. I think he's going to go way before the Giants even get a chance to grab him. But
Fair.
I would honestly say, listen, you look at the defense, you say it's been improving. Yes, fine. I think you should get veterans to go on that defense. Guys,
I agree.
the Giants don't really have much like help at linebackers besides Blake Martinez.
Yeah.
That's about it. I love Blake Martinez too. He's been a great leader for the Giants. But
Sure.
and the DBs are underrated. So much I can say about the defense. It's been very good.
Go back to
But-
our offseason videos.
Yeah. Looking at this Giants team, I think if you can just get one weapon beside on the receiving end for the Giants for Daniel Jones, and then he doesn't improve, that's when I'd give up on him.
Correct.
If the Giants get like a Jalen Waddle or like a Jamar Chase, and he's not doing well, nah, then forget it. Then
Yeah.
forget it. It's over. Next
Yeah.
year, find a quarterback.
I agree. I like that idea. I mean, yeah, the Giants. What I've been saying so far. I mean, Daniel Jones' turnovers are comedic to me. I love them. It's something that can be coached. It's something that can be fixed, along with offensive line help that needs to develop, but doesn't need to drastically change at this point. You still have Shane Lemieux that's going to end up moving left guard or center. I like him a lot out of Oregon. I don't. It's just this defense is young. I really just think the problem is receiver, man. Like I said, Austin Mack. I did not know who this man was.
I know he was. I didn't know he was
until honestly that game. Like it's just this receiving core. Darius Slayton is.
You notice how all these
good, but
receivers.
inconsistent.
You notice how all these receivers, they are very like. You would rate them as like maybe like around the 20s, like top 20s ish. But there's not one where it's like you would say, oh yeah, he's top 15, he's top 10. You know
They
what I
need
mean?
that.
There's
The
no
Giants
one
need
like
that.
that. They
The Giants
need
need
that.
I mean, Odell extended Eli's career. You know, that they need an Odell. They need that. This Giants team. I mean, maybe they don't. I think they for this, like the quickest fix would be to get an Odell, but I think it's more you need to develop your receiving core as a whole. You know, Sterling Shepard has been injured a lot. Evan Ingram, a lot of Giants fans are very angry.
He should have been traded.
There it is.
And they did get offers for him. They did get offers, and they declined them all. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, I mean, tight end is not the most important position on the field, and Evan Ingram has not been a great tight end. He's been a receiver who's been having a lot of drops. But this team needs receiver help. This team needs guys who can catch the ball. And like you said, if you build the team around Daniel Jones and he still can't perform, new quarterback. There will always be new quarterbacks coming out of college. That's what we got.
There always will be. Just look at – oh, my God. I just learned his name the other night, Zach Wilson. I didn't even know who he was.
Oh, Zach
from
Wilson.
BYU. From BYU.
Zach
I didn't even know
Wilson.
BYU was that good. And then I saw him a few weeks ago. I was like – I was watching the game. I was like, who is this kid? I was like, who is this guy?
This is going to be like the fifth time I've referenced a previous video, but our college football video with Charles. I mean, he's a bigger Zach Wilson fan than I am, but BYU looks absolutely phenomenal. They have been blowing out every single team that they've played, and Zach Wilson has been throwing dimes all over the field. I think that's where the Giants should go this draft. But anyway, two guys. I mean, we're talking about guys coming out of college. Let's mention this real quick. Tua versus Kyler was a lot of fun. These two teams, I mean, you don't really care for them, but just to be able to see those two guys, see Tua perform really well, and to see Kyler be Kyler for my fantasy team, was really fun. I mean, Kyler Murray, 11 carries, 106 yards, and a touchdown. Kyler Murray, running and passing, and then throwing the balls to Christian Kirk. Barely used D-Hop this game. They lost, but they still put up 31 points. I mean, this team is young. Both of these teams are kind of the same to me. They're young.
Okay.
They need a little bit more help, but with the right pieces, they can be good next year, to me.
Miami has been one of the most shocking teams to me this year.
Yeah.
Honestly, like the first time they won a game, I said to myself, "Okay, it's one of those games that they just won." Then all of a sudden, they win another game. Then they beat the Rams. Then they beat like another, and then I was just like, "Wait, whoa!" And they beat the Cardinals, and I'm like, "What's going on?"
Yeah, and here we are, 5-3, with Miami.
And and now you look at Tua, and I mean, let's be honest. Last week, I understand last week was his first game, but they did not win because of Tua. They won because of that defense. This week, I would declare this was Tua's breaking point. This was Tua's game.
Yeah.
This was Tua's win. And yeah, I mean, he played fairly well, not amazing. I wouldn't say he, outperformed Kyler or nothing like that. But I thought he played pretty well. I'm looking at the Dolphins. The defense has been pretty well. Has been, you look at they're 5-3, and I would say, like I said, it was because of the defense. Just like the Giants, I feel like they just need one more weapon. They need a wide receiver. They need a running back. They need something where they could say, or Travis Etienne or someone like that. I don't know.
Sure.
But
I mean, Jalen Waddle, Travis Etienne, and Jamar Chase are probably the three hottest commodities besides quarterbacks this year. A lot of teams need weapons. A lot of teams need skill, and that's what we're going to look for. But yeah, this Dolphins team, they need the weapons. They're close. They're close. Both of these teams are really close. The Cardinals more on the defensive side, offensive line part of it. Dolphins more with skill. That's what I got.
Yeah, I feel like the Cardinals. I feel like the Cardinals have all the pieces they have to win, especially with acquiring DeAndre Hopkins. It's just they're too young. That's what I feel like it is.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, here's the thing. Next game. Mike would want us to laugh at the Dallas Cowboys. Okay, I mean, they lost 24-19, but I'm going to be honest. Dallas looked good. This looked like an actual football team with Garrett Gilbert. Garrett Gilbert had a great game to me. For the situation he was in, he was throwing some great balls. He was a lot better than Ben DiNucci. I'll tell you that right now. I mean, this team was in close games with Dak. This defense is still atrocious, but you see what this team can do when the defense kind of holds, forcing, they were a few plays away from winning this game. I mean, what did you think of Dallas? Shout out to CeeDee Lamb, 4 catches, 71 yards, and a touchdown. But
I mean, this is obviously not going to be Dallas's year. I think we all know that.
Yeah, we know.
But I'm looking more towards the future of this team and seeing the amount of fight that they have in them.
Yeah,
I wouldn't blame this on Mike McCarthy this season on him because look at the injuries they've had. You look at next year, they're going to get both their tackles back. They're going to get Dak Prescott back. Ezekiel Elliott's going to now feed because he has his offensive line back besides the center.
Yeah.
Travis Frederick, I was blanking on his name.
Yeah.
Because you look at Ezekiel Elliott, probably your top weapon. He had 18 carries for 51 yards. That shouldn't happen.
No.
That shouldn't happen. And like you said, like Garrett Gilbert, hey, rep AAF or Orlando Apollos. This man was amazing.
Hey, they were undefeated. They were the champions of the AAF.
They were undefeated. They were literally the champion. But
yeah.
No, everything about this team is like everything about the Dallas Cowboys I can see, being bright in the future, seeing that they're going to get all these weapons back.
Yeah.
It's a blessing in disguise. I honestly think.
And they get a high draft pick.
The Dallas Cowboys are probably going to get a guy like Micah Parsons.
Yeah.
They might just get someone like that. And then all of a sudden, now you got a weapon on defense. Or like, I don't know, someone like Gregory Rousseau, or I don't know, someone like that.
Something.
Like, I honestly feel like this game with the Pittsburgh Steelers, like you said, the Steelers went 8-0. That's great. This game was more about Dallas, just seeing how much fight they had in them.
If Pittsburgh didn't win, that would be a talking point for them. But, I mean, they were expected to win this game. They played okay. Ben got hurt close to halftime, so he wasn't playing as good. But they still fought. They still won the game. Undefeated Pittsburgh. But that's really it. Now, a few quick mentions, a little rapid fire here. The Bills are 7-2. Huh? I mean, we all like the Bills going into this season. I didn't think they'd be 7-2. And they beat the Seahawks, no less, 44-34. The Seahawks defense is, dare I say bad? Today, they put up 40.
They're bad defense.
I still like Seattle to win the NFC, but this defense is going to hold them back.
Seattle's such a weird team because they have arguably one of the best linebackers in the game and one of the best safeties in the game, and the defense still sucks. I don't understand that.
How does this work? I mean, they're not getting to the quarterback. Like, it's just. I mean, they're not really getting to the quarterback, but
the Seahawks just need an edge rusher. The Seahawks need what
they need. Jadeveon Clowney.
They need what they thought Jadeveon Clowney would be for them, which he obviously wasn't.
Yeah.
They need that.
They needed that. Quick question: Dalvin Cook, MVP candidate? Yes or no?
Yes.
I agree. If his team starts winning, I agree.
He is.
Yeah, but no one cares about the actual game itself. People are just like, "Wow, Dalvin Cook looks amazing." I do like Dalvin Cook.
And I'm a believer that Russell Wilson should win the MVP this year. Right. But Dalvin Cook is in that conversation.
Dalvin Cook should be top 5 at the end of I think no matter the record of his team, he should be a top 5 MVP candidate.
He's top 5.
Yeah.
Okay, quickly.
Yeah.
Who's your top 5 for MVP right now?
Top 5 MVPs?
Yeah, for MVP.
No order.
Okay.
Patty Mahomes.
Okay.
Russ.
Yeah.
Gotta go A-Rod. who's been having a
Say it
few.
again.
Aaron Rodgers, got to go Aaron Rodgers still.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Dalvin Cook and that five is confusing me. I'm trying to think of that five, man.
I know who my fifth would be.
Who was your fifth?
Josh Allen.
Josh. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Josh Allen or Kyler. But Josh Allen is 7-2. Josh Allen is 7-2. So yeah, Josh Allen, and yeah, that's. I think that's both our fives, honestly.
Yeah, that would be my five.
Yeah. I mean, speaking of an MVP, Super Bowl MVP Nick Foles. The Bears lost to the Titans. Wow, this was not fun at all. This is not a fun game that anybody.
I will
really
be completely honest. I did not watch this game, but I did look at the box score, and I didn't realize Nick Foles threw the ball 52 times.
52 times. Tannehill threw it 21 times. Derrick Henry didn't even get 100 yards this time when they won the game. Tennessee 6-2. I still am not a huge fan of them. I'm really not. I don't think that they have it, with Tannehill. And I love Derrick Henry as much as the next guy, but when you have a run-based offense that much, eventually it wears down. Eventually it'll wear down. I mean, they didn't have a great running game today, but Tannehill also played really slow. This was a defensive game for Tennessee. But this was just, I don't know. We'll see what happens in the playoffs. And their AFC South contender, my Colts, took an L to the Ravens. Lamar Jackson didn't even play that great, but, Phillip Rivers was pretty bad. I would trade every single draft pick you have and get Trevor Lawrence if you can, Indianapolis. This is what I've been saying, and this is what I expected coming into the year. Throw every draft pick you own this year, get Trevor Lawrence, you win a Super Bowl. That's it. Fair?
Honestly, Indianapolis is someone that I thought would get a quarterback last year.
Yeah.
To get under, the Colts. And they got Jacob Eason, but I wouldn't consider him anything.
Nah. I mean, it was better. I preferred getting DeForest Buckner in the first round.
I would say,
trading for DeForest, but you know what I mean.
If the four main guys, Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields, Zach Wilson, Trey Lance, if those four all commit to the NFL draft,
maybe they'll commit to the NBA. I don't know. Mock draft coming soon.
The Colts should get one of them. Yeah. I think the Colts are in position to get one of them.
Yeah, Zach Wilson in a Colts jersey. That looks kind of nice to me. Yeah, Zach Wilson or Trey Lance. Yeah, I don't know if Trey Lance is that North Dakota State product, but I don't know if he's the guy to me. I like him a lot, but I like Zach Wilson better now. Trey Lance has fallen to my 4, and Zach Wilson is creeping up to my 2 for quarterbacks. But we'll get into that more as the college football season goes along and the NFL draft comes along. Very long time away. It's coming though. Mm-hmm. What else did you really have, man? I mean, Panthers, Chiefs. Does anybody really care?
Panthers, Chiefs. I will just say the Panthers do not get a lot of credit for that team.
I love Robbie that team.
I will personally apologize to Robbie Anderson if I haven't already, because I said he was a scrub when he left the Jets, and he clearly is not. This man is amazing under a new scheme, especially with his former head coach at Temple and Matt Rule.
Yep.
Amazing. He's been playing incredible.
He's been a top 15 receiver.
Oh my God. The guy's been amazing. He's been amazing for my fantasy team also.
Oh, for sure. You still drafted him and you thought he was a scrub. Anyway.
I didn't draft him. I traded for him.
Oh, yeah, okay. You still got. Oh, yeah, you traded for him after you called him a scrub. No, I understood he was basically a straight route runner. This is the Adam Gase effect. This is why he should be fired yesterday, the day before that, and tomorrow, and today.
Yeah, Adam Gase out of here.
Get Adam Gase out of the Jets. And you know what? I think we're out of here, too. I think this is it's been a while since me and Joel have come on the show. This was a fun one. This was a good one.
It was a good one.
But we may get a mock draft going for this NBA draft coming up on Wednesday. We'll see if we can get that going, man. But anyway, Joel, it's always good talking to you. It's always good having you on the show.
Mm-hmm.
I'm signing off for Joel. I'm John. This is On the Break. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you later.